Alright, we gotta get back into this game. Okay. So... Okay. Okay, so... We gotta do the Sayori route now. Should be interesting. Okay. Let's go with... Warm. Grief. Romance. Cry. Dark. Adventure. Rain Cloud. Charm. Laugh. Broken. Rainbow. Wonderful. Okay, perfect Sayori. Alright. Alright, so last couple times we did this, Sayori wanted us to walk with her. Okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hey Novakast. Hey, yo Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hehe. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take out your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ha 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 ha. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, okay. So I think I've read this part already. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. Okay. Alright, just kind of skip through this part. Because we've already seen this part. Alright, come on. Get through this. Because it's kind of the same thing that we've already read a couple of times. Yep, there we go. She gets smacked by the cookie. Then we have Natsuki show up with the cookie. And she eats it, and then goes to take a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. I'm trying to get through this. The only reason she took a bite because it was chocolate. And she runs off. Almost through. Come on. Suddenly the door swings open. Monika shows up all of a sudden. Talks about how she lost track of time. That she was playing piano. All that cool stuff. All that jazz. Alright. Just kind of quickly skipping through all this because we've already read this part. Novakast. Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies. What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up? Me and Monika are gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay. Okay, Monika. We'll be back soon. Are you going with Novakast to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with you. But I want to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Novakast? Yep, let's go. Alright. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Hehe. Me and Monika have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're going to do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage. and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Novakast, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poem like, "Between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what end, or what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once perpetuous field before me is but a barren wasteland." Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. Ah, I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Ha, don't say that. It's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey Novakast, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the year went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what they have in here. Crayons? Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then, at least move aside so I can look for poster paper. Ah, I dropped one by accident. Ow. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the desk. She falls on the floor and the crayon spill all over her lap. Ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches to look for poster paper. Ah, I dropped one by accident. Ow. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the desk. She falls on the floor and the crayon spill all over her lap. Ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches to look for poster paper. Ah, I dropped one by... Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow, sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Novakast. Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. Aha. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and ran out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack, rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchase that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead. Huh. Sorry, I forgot. Haha. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her forehead. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Novakast. This kind of reminds me of you. Reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. Haha. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Novakast. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Novakast? I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever. If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises, but well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ow. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the classroom. Oh, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find anything we needed? I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around her. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Aha. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Novakast. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on posters tonight. Me too? Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Alright. Who should I show my poem to first? Monica. Alright. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Haha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori. Like the other one that you write. You two are like the dynamic duo. Haha. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh no, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really don't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. And we've already saved... It's interesting that, like, for the last words, or last, lines are save me, and then load me. And it's the same poem that we looked at already. So... Alright, so I've already seen this part. Alright. I've already read this. Okay, so now we should talk to Sayori. Novakast, really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday, and this one's too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the one who feels that way, so... no way. Not even Natsuki. Well, I guess Natsuki is at least likely to admit how much she likes something, but I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Stop thinking weird things. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking? Let's not talk about that. Hee. So yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Novakast. Will you give me your poem? I kinda want to keep it. Oh, why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Hee. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this poem for you. Sigh. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped. But being unattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend over, pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Haha. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at her desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry. I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. And this is the Bottles poem, which we've already read. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yay. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always had a bad habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Okay, I've read this part. Okay, so let's talk to Natsuki. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't say it's any better either. Phew. Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. What makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Haha, glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well, then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Well, yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength, but you never really struck me as her type. Sayori is a type has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way. If I weren't me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. And we've seen this one. The, Amy Likes Spiders poem. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit long from yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues. Okay, I've read this. It's kind of the same to a certain degree. So now we'll talk to Yuri. Is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I think so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yuri. I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because my styles are different, our styles are different, doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I would probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. Okay, that's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise, I see. That's a certain interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that, if you'd like to read it, of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. And we've read this. This is the raccoon poem. Nice. I was a little more daring with this one from yesterday. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. And I think I've read this part, so I'm gonna skip it. Trying to quickly skip this, because we've read this part already. You know, I'm trying to get past to the point where we can finally do, or at least save it, or save the game. It's gonna take a second. If you guys want to see me go through, I mean, at this current time, if you guys want to see me read the entire text, then pay close or like check out the ones where I'm playing the Yuri. Was it Yuri timeline or Yuri pathway? Because most of my work is on that line, or that line of dialogue. But overall, it's just them talking about the festival as well as performing for the festival. So it'll be interesting. Just kind of try to quickly get through this. Almost there. Almost there, though. So far, I must say, so far it's been interesting to try to get through this. As well as, you know, doing a lot of this backtracking to make sure I get the somewhat good ending. Oh gosh. It is a pain in the ass, though. Oh, crap. Come on, almost there. Alright, almost through it. Okay. Stand up, there's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, you're always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hehe. Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go. I walk home with Sayori once more, even though it's only been a few days. A lot of things have happened, or have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. Oh, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asks to walk home with you. What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I would still walk with Sayori. This is the Sayori line, so... Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're really silly, Novakast. You think about me too much. Or sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time. Okay. So, like before, save, and then exit, Doki Doki. Check out the pictures. What's the new one? Wait. I feel like we're supposed to get a new one, but I don't see it. Oh, that's the new one. That's a new one. Oh, that was the different hairstyles for Sayori. Cool. That's actually really cool. And then that's the sketch or sketch outline for Sayori. That's actually awesome. Man, we're getting a lot done. Okay. I think I keep going back and forth and forgetting to do the outro, but anyways, I think I might go ahead and end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it. If you guys can, please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, links are in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Rob Novakast signing off. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.